Well, Sandra, turnout has been good. It had been peaceful until, a few minutes ago when we heard that there was a brief altercation between Alexander Fenemarkin, the minority leader's bodyguard, and some heavily built men calls his boys. And I'll just ask the camera to just go around and show you these boys Grande, who are still stationed here. They've been here since morning. And these men in your short, they had a brief altercation between um, the minority leaders' bodyguards. The bodyguards were told try to take photographs of them, and they didn't like that. Form of station. Mustafa Bande, since we've been here, Mustafa Bande himself has been here to try and calm there are also some executives of the NPP who have come here following that. I see the national organizer of the Salam. I also see here the member of parliament for Odan, the Honorable Alexander Akwatia, who was here wearing that shade. Now, as we just having this conversation, former Attorney General Marita and former NDC Chairman Samuel Okosampo just walked into the polling center. Hopefully, we can engage them briefly. But I want to speak to Honorable Alexander Akwatia, who witnessed that brief altercation a few moments ago. Honorable, good afternoon to you again. You were here when that incident happened between the Honorable Akwatia, if you can please get up a bit from bodyguards, and these heavily built men who Mustafa Bande calls his boys. What exactly happened? We're told that they took pictures of them, they were unhappy about it, and that resulted in that standing.
Yes, we were here when the load, about 10 pickups, came with this guns. I mean, you see that the former national chairman is here with them. So obviously they are NDC. They came here, and we didn't know why they came. They went to park beyond the pole, and then had they got off the car, they alighted, and it almost created some pandemonium because people didn't understand why they were coming. See, everybody has a big one off at the back of their mind, so people are very careful as in what happens here. The police were quick enough to take control, but they were trying to overpower the police. And then the Honorable Afenyomaken and GFK, the General Secretary of the party, came in and came to take note of what is happening, because they understand why they should be here. Okay. I mean, their presence is inexplicable. And so, obviously, I don't know how they took the photograph, but there was one young man who kept on shouting, "We'll not allow you. Then they shouted the guy, about 6, 7 of them, some of the guys started giving the guy some beatings. So the guy they left him, the guy just went.
Why do you think they're here? I mean, this is an NPP stronghold. Do you think there's a strategy
for me? I think that they are just here to scare off our voters. They are here to scare off our voters. And truly, once they came, since they came, the turnout is running slow. I mean, it's running a bit slow. So I think their presence here is just to intimidate the voters.
But they've not done anything on the north.
I just told you that people have a north in mind. Okay. I mean, a place where they just entered the police station and started beating people here and there. And so their presence alone is very intimidating. But I've seen the police reinforcing the polling center and increasing their presence here. And so we've also gone telling the voters to come and vote, and that they are fine. Nobody would.
I mean, we have laws, banning vigilante. You feel that this thing is creeping back into body politics, coming back in this disguise in a different form?
Well, you see, these are people who did not come as individuals. They may be in different vehicles, but 4 of them were in a pickup. So all of them gathered here, came in troops, and immediately they landed. they went parked at a certain place. Mustafa Gbande came and went to them. Maybe he told me, these are my boys. I don't know which boys they are. And then you've seen the senior officials of the NDC with them now. So nobody knows whether they are here as party members, whether they are here, but these are not ordinary parties. You can't have party members who are well built and dressed in a way that would scare people. You know, we know what happens. I mean, so obviously it's exactly what you're saying.
Right, and great to see the member of parliament for that, Alexander Yakram, engaging us over there. I mentioned the national youth organizer of the NPP. Here, we're trying to engage him. Commander, good to see you. I've not seen you all day. How are you?
Yeah, what?
How are you? How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
It's been about 7 hours since the poll started. What have you noticed so far?
Well, so far, I think it's okay. It's peaceful. Except that we got wind of some small problems here. So we decided to come and see what's happening. Our resolve to protect, our ballot remains unbroken. And anything is going to happen that scares that particular resolve, we have to act on it. So we are here to ensure that everything is resolved, that voting, goes unimpeded. This is our stronghold, it's not our stronghold. So we can understand the attempt to suppress votes so that we take advantage of it. But we will not allow that. We will not allow it. We have come here, as you can see, the process is still ongoing. I can see the security also beefing up. That's fair and acceptable. So we are here. You can see behind the NDC macho men. People should report that they said they didn't bring macho people, but they are those that you are seeing, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, but there's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah. So they should stop the hypocrisy that they didn't bring in macho men and so on and so forth. They have brought in macho men.
But what do you make of the security arrangement? There's been some good reviews that it's done quite well. It's done quite well.
I would insist, security is not about numbers. What we're dealing with is not quantity, it's quality. So you can have as many as you may want to deploy, but if they're ineffective, you would achieve nothing. So I am hoping that the security are up to task, that they are able to hold the front. We have how many hours to go? Our 5 hours or so more to go, and coalition. Then we are done with the process. So far, I mean, it's okay. We are dealing with the situation, and we continue to manage them till coalition and declaration is done.
All right. Thank you very much. The National Youth Organizer of the New Party Spain. So I mentioned that Sabru and some of the so see them engaging with at one of the polling stations in Bunchi. That Church polling station. So Kam has returned here. These macho men, they are still here. I mentioned earlier in my reporting that they were patrolling the Bunchi township. They had done nothing to mar the process, but they were in the township earlier in the day, and so they are still stationed here. Marking and his people, they have left, and some of the NPP executives have also come following that incident, and you can also see some of the townsfolk who are also hanging around, and engage with one or two of them on what the most of the incident that's happened. Accra, Ma'am, oh yeah. Most ministers have been to hire now. What to about? Eka now gently. Still not voted yet. Let's see if we can engage a few people more and here in what's your name?
Yes.
Alex.
Yeah.
Okay. You live here? Have you voted already? Not yet. What are you waiting for?
People some time.
Waiting for some time. Okay. Well, the police stations almost empty. The police station they're almost empty. You can just go and
Everybody's waiting for money.
everybody's waiting for money.
Yeah.
So you're waiting for money.
No,
But if someone comes and offers you money,
yeah. Maybe I will take, but I can vote against the water.
or you take the money and still go ahead and vote again.
Yeah, if you give me money, I'll vote against it.
I mean, can I assume that all the boys standing around here, they're waiting for
money.
somebody to come and give them money?
Delegates, they take money before voting for MP.
So those of you also going to vote for the MP, you have got benefit from that.
One delegate take 6,000 before voting for MP.
So you're saying that, so for example, the NDC's candidate, Bernard Bediab, before he was elected, you're saying the delegates took 6,000 citizens before they elected him. Is that what, for example?
Yeah.
But that's what this 60,000 applies to him. For the NPP's candidate, he was unanimously chosen. It was no election.
I don't know about it.
Okay. You just want to cash in as well. All right. Thank you very much. Are you not worried that taking money for votes will eventually destroy the democracy?
I won't take money. I'm fighting for my future. So I can decide to vote or I can't vote.
All right. Good to see you, Alex. A resident of Akwatia who is also yet to cast his vote, like some of the others also here, hoping to vote as we're just about a few hours to the close of the Sunday.
Charles, can you hear me? Charles, can you hear me?
Yes, Sandra, I can hear you.
It's a very interesting development there, what the gentleman just told you about waiting for money before they vote. In the 2024 election, we have been told by a number of NPP persons that on election day, they had some of their supporters at the polling station demanding that they be given money before they vote. It appears that the same thing is playing out again, except that we do not know who these supporters are, whether they are NDC or NPP persons, but it's curious and strange to hear him say that they are waiting for money before they go and vote, isn't it?
Well, I think the politicians should be worried because if eventually people lose trust in our democratic processes, they would be the ones to lose the most. What I glean from that is that this man, he has witnessed that the democracy we practice has become more of monetocracy, if I can put it that way. You vote for the highest bidder. So yes, why not? If delegates are taking money before they vote for parliamentary candidates and presidential candidates, why should he not also ask for money before going to vote for the eventual person who's selected as the candidate? I understand that, but it's worrying that a young person would be standing here waiting for politicians to give them money before they exercise a right to vote and choose a leader for themselves.
Charles, and he is not the only one who is standing looking idle and appears to be waiting for something. You may not have spoken to other people, but it appears they are all in the same boat, isn't it?
Well, yes, that's what he told me, that they're all standing here waiting for someone to come and grease their palm before they go and vote.
But I also heard you. Yeah, I heard him say that even the one who gives them the money, they may not necessarily vote for that person.
Vote for them.
So,
Yes,
so
you
some
mentioned
quid,
that.
so some quid pro quo for voting, not for voting for your. So you can come and give them money that vote for my candidate, then they'll go and vote and tell you they voted for your candidate, but they would not have.
Yeah, because you're not going into the booth with them anyway. So if you give them money, they can choose to either vote for you or not. I don't know. It's quite disheartening to hear that, though. But that is what this democracy has been reduced to, Sandra.
And Charles, what's happening under the tree behind you? Those people over there, who are they? What are they looking for?
Those people, they are just sound folk. So just like him. When we arrived and we saw the macho men, in the middle of that school park, they had also grouped themselves here. So they live here. This is their town. Some of them may be waiting for money to go and vote, but I think others are just here, just witnessing who voted and just hanging around. I spoke to some people earlier at one of the polling stations, and some women, and they tell me that they're not going home, even though you're supposed to go home when you're done voting and return when sorting and counting begins. They are saying they are policing the process together with the police. They don't want to leave the votes they've cast and go home. So,
but do you know whether? But do you know whether? Do you know whether they have actually voted though? Those people behind you.
Well, I cannot confirm that. I cannot confirm that, but it could be a mixture of the factors that I have enumerated. People who have voted, those who have not voted and are waiting for someone to give them money, and just others who are just here just to witness, especially after what happened between Akwatia and these macho men. They just here just onlookers observing the process.
Charles, while we are doing this, can you walk to the voting area, to the EC officials? Let's understand what the total number of voters for that center is and how many people have voted so far. I just want to see how the voter turnout is looking. Or if you already have that statistics, you could share with us so we have an idea.
Well, I currently don't have that for this particular polling station. But the one that I had been to, appreciable levels of people had voted in those areas. It's for some polling stations, it's difficult to get in. And you go there, the police will ask you for accreditation, even when you explain that the accreditation is only for the collation center. They prevent you from getting in. And hopefully, when I go to these guys, they will be able to give me the figures you're asking for, and then I'll share them with you. Remember, the Salam mentioned that this is the NPP's stronghold. Yes, in fact, indeed, this is the NPP's stronghold. In the last election, the NPP polled over 3,000 votes in Winchi. The NDC polled just a little over 400. So that tells you the massive gap between the NPP and the NDC in Winchi. And you heard the Honorable Alexander Akwatia mention that they believe that this is a strategy of the NDC to suppress the votes here, these macho men. We cannot, corroborate that, but what I can say is that these macho men are here. As you can see, the executives of the NPP still joy on what to do next as they strategize for the next phase of this election process, which is a few hours to end.
Charles, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you come back to the gentleman
sitting?
Can you come back to the gentleman sitting on the car tires and ask them why they are sitting there? So it is not like they are in a queue going to cast a vote. They just appear to be resting or idling about. Can you engage them to find out why they are sitting there? I want to hear why they are there.
Right. Hello there. My name is Charles. This is live on ChannelOne TV. Oh, you're not ready for it. Hello, sir. If you can. Oh, okay, sir. Okay. Oh, hi, sir. Can I speak to you? Okay. Are you from here? Okay. You're from Akim. So why are you here? The Akim MP is your MP, so you are with him. Okay, okay, I understand that. Hello there. This is Charles, and this is ChannelOne TV live. Do you live here? Are you from here? Okay. Have you voted already? So why are you still hanging around?
Oh, just
Just want to observe, but you know that when you vote, you have to go back home, come back for count.
I should be around to see.
The leader of which party?
Operation.
Okay. In what position do you hold? Youth organizer for the electoral area. Okay. What's your name? Hineba. Hineba Jan. All right. So there you have it. He's the leader of the NPP in this electoral area. So the reason he's here is that he's observing the process. Are you with him? Are you also a leader of the NPP here? You're observing just that. We are also observing. So you're an electoral observer. You work with which group?
As a citizen, I think it's very it's okay for me to know what's happening. Was an election that I'm a stakeholder of this.
What's your name? Naftali. Okay. Are you from Winchi?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you with the Honorable Alexander? Okay, you're with me. Okay. All right.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
You engage me more.
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you. Are you also with him? You're all in the Alexander Akwatia team.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you have quite a sizable team. Came all the way from Odan to help your colleagues here. Oh, okay. All right. Hi. My name is Charles.
Baron.
Baron.
Yeah.
Are you from Winchi?
No.
You're from Odan.
No.
You're not from Odan. Where are you?
I'm from Ayawaso West.
Are you also West?
Yes. In
Okay.
Greater Accra.
Okay, so you're part of the Ayawaso West team that came here.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in the company of are you alone or?
No. Okay. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Tiaba. I'm Director of Operations at Tescon Greater Accra.
Oh, okay. Director of Operations Tescon Greater Accra. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not just me. We have our Tescon members support. In fact, some came to go or in the lane of support into our
Okay. So in your observation of the process, what do you make of what has gone on in the past for 6-7 hours?
Well, I think it has been peaceful. Out of 100%, let's say 90% peaceful. I've been moving from police station to police station.
Right.
So I just got. So from what I have seen, it's quite okay. Yeah.
No, she's not aware of what happened here. Okay.
We are
So
hoping that everything goes smooth.
okay. Usually it's counting and policing where you have difficulties. What do you make of the work of the police so far?
So I think they have been great from the police station I have been to. They have been great on that. So far, nothing. If they were not working, I'm sure we'd have some issues here and there. So I'm sure they are okay. Until they prove me otherwise.
All right. I just spoke to a gentleman here. He says he's waiting for someone to give him money before he goes to vote. As a young person, what do you make of that?
Well, I'm sure our brothers from the other side are maybe giving money for people to come out to vote or something. So that is why, once I give you money, when you go home, you tell your brother also come and also demand money before vote. But we on the side, we are not doing it like that.
The NPP is not giving any money. You are in opposition, so you are broke.
We are happy that the NDC is even giving money, but it's more like a donation for our brother and his funeral. So we are okay.
Yeah, but it's the principle of a young person asking to be giving money to go and vote. Is that not worrying for you as a young politician?
I think that the question should be there, it should be turned the other way around because there's no enough education on the importance of voting. There's no enough education on why you should vote and why it matters. So when I don't know why it matters for me to vote, I would always want to get something because I believe or I feel I'm doing something for you. Because when I was coming, I heard people saying, "Oh, you're prepared, mom will be every say." So that's the mentality. That a woman I'm a crama, and a woman I'm crama, then you pick a crama, normal, street life, and they're normal. But when there's education, and we let you know that if you vote, this is how it affects the country. If you vote, this, that, I think that will help. And not only when there's by-election. I think we have to give it civil society and
Civil society and
yes,
NCC.
Yes, I think that we have to make that conscious effort. We'll do a lot of education, and that will help.
Okay.
And also add the reasons why we vote for NCC and what they do in parliament.
Okay.
I think that when we do education, what they do in parliament, this whole idea of money to vote will come down. When you understand that the person's core mandate is when you make laws and not even development or putting up slides, it will let us vote in a proper direction.
Okay.
So we need a lot of education.
What's your name again?
Efia Baron.
Okay. Test one executive, right?
No. Director of Operations.
Director of Operations.
Greater Accra.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, Sanda,
that's a very fair sample.
that will be it from us here.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. That's a very fair sample of opinions there. So